James the Lesser, we don't know how to do any polls with anything yet. Like, I'm looking to do polls with Nightbot and stuff, and I think it would still work here on YouTube like we were trying to get it to work on Twitch.
Here we go.
It is. Also, having a 9-to-5 office job, one of the big benefits is retirement. A lot of them will set you up with a 401k or otherwise another kind of a retirement plan where you can funnel a little bit of money into it. A lot of these places will match the money that you've actually put into the plan. Guess what? Self-employment, there's no money. I have no retirement fund, zero, because I have no money.
What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
So, nothing right now, you know? I have nothing for retirement. I have to keep working constantly. Just look back 5 years before today, right? How different and tumultuous my life was. Another 5 years. Every 5 years, my life is completely changed. So how anyone has this crazy luxury of saying, I'm going to plot out my life, and in 20 years, I'll have a 401k that's fully funded. I'll be able to retire nicely and not make YouTube videos and do that. That's a crazy luxury in life. Seriously. Like, you're lucky if you're able to do that. Be happy that your parents probably provided you with financial stability in your youth so you could get an education, you could go out and get a great job, and you could have a family right away and your stability and all that. A lot of people on this planet don't have that. I've never had that.
Fuck that. Total bullshit.
In my entire life, I've never had that stability. It's always something fluctuating, uncertain, weird, and different. I didn't choose that life. That's the life that I stumbled into, and the cards that I was dealt, and I'm just doing the best with what's...
Hello, and welcome to James, the Less Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible. DSP, as you just saw, has talked about 401ks before and how they're massive luxury, guys. Well, he had a 9-to-5 office job, so shouldn't he have a 401k? Let's watch.
Ha! Killdozer says, I'm thinking about opening a 401k soon, but I'm worried I'll want to use the money before I retire. Any advice? Yeah, don't worry, because if you have a 401k and you put money in it, you'll never want to take it out, because if you do, the government destroys you and takes an insane large chunk of it.
Huh. But that's why you don't touch it. Because when you wait for it to mature and you get the benefits of taking it out when you retire, they don't tax it as much. It's a lot of extra money you have at the end of your career. But why would he know that they take out a huge chunk if you take it out early?
I know, because ages ago I had one. When I had my office job, there was a 401k and I put money into it for a few years there. And then later on, I was strapped for cash and I needed the money desperately. And I said, oh, I have all this money sitting in the 401k. I'll take it out. I'm not kidding.
So, you did one of the dumbest things you can do with money. I say one of the dumbest because the other dumbest thing he's done is dump it all into WWE Champions and other gacha games.
They take like more than a third. I don't think it was half, but it was like more than a third. So, you know, you think you have this giant nest egg and then you need it desperately because something happens. The government's like, ha ha ha, we take all your money. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's why you're not supposed to take it out early, dumbass. Like, why would you do that? No. You could have just left it in there, and then when you got old enough, take it out. So you don't get any penalties. You suffer penalties if you retire before taking it out before the age of 59 and 6 months. There's a 10% early withdrawal penalty if you take it out early. Which, ouch. And then you get income tax added onto it. So income tax plus 10% withdrawal penalty. Yeah, that fucking hurts. That's why you're not supposed to touch it, dumbass.
what is that? So, anyway, I live in the United States, Killdozer. I think you do too, right? That's a thing here. I don't know how it is in other countries, but they just destroyed me. And the thing is, I absolutely needed the money. Like, I needed it. I had no money. So I had to take it all out, and I just lost a ton of cash.
When, jackass? When you're playing WWE Supercard? When you're playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? When you're playing Final Fantasy Estivus? When you're playing WWE Immortals? What gacha game needed the money so badly you took all those penalties to take out money from your 401k early? No, dumbass, when I moved across the country. You said you put all that on credit cards. If you put all that on credit cards and then declared bankruptcy so you didn't have to pay them off, what did you take the 401k money out for? What did you need money so badly for that you had to take it out? But it wasn't for the move because you put that on your credit cards. Wasn't for the car because you paid that off in 6 years, even though you could have paid it off in 1 year. I mean, we know now why he couldn't because of gotcha games, but if you didn't have gotcha games, you could have. Did you need that 401k money for booze? Like, what exactly did you do? What did you fuck up where you needed that money now to make it worth taking a huge penalty? That's my question. What about you guys? What do you think? Because again, it couldn't be anything for the movie because he put out all that on credit cards. He put everything on credit cards, so it can't be that. And the BMW lease, no, I don't think it'd be for that either. Because he did at least before he did the Toyota, but I don't think the 401k would have paid for a fucking car. Even with the penalties. I mean, maybe not for BMW, but it would have paid for a car. You would think. It's just mind-boggling. Like, what did you spend that money on that it was worth taking that huge penalty? Are you such a degenerate gambler that you had to take the money out so you could buy more WWE Supercard? Or what was the Fox Animation Domination game? Hearthstone. I know he played a lot of Hearthstone. Like, what gotcha game required you to take out your 401k? Because it wasn't the move, wasn't the Toyota, wasn't the BMW. I'm trying to think of any other major expenses he would have had. The down payment on the Wakando? Ooh, I wonder. It could be the down payment on the Wakando. That's the only major expense I can think of that he's had that he didn't put on credit cards or pay off in 6 years because he's a dumbass and paid full interest on everything. Were you so desperate to kidnap Panda Lee away from her family that you took the huge fucking penalty to your 401k account to take the money out early? Holy shit. I mean, again, what do you guys think? Because I'm thinking he was so desperate to kidnap Panda Lee to get her away from her family that he actually took the money out for the down payment on the Wakando. Which, if I'm the bank that he got the loan from, be like, huh, the guy took a huge penalty to his 401k to give us the money to get the down payment. This guy may not make the best financial senses, just saying. Like, he looks at a choice and goes, what's the worst way to spend my money? That way, that's how I'm doing it. Yeah, I may not want to give him money. Just saying. Huh. Yeah, I'm really curious as to what it was spent on. I'm going to go with kidnapping Panda Lee to get away from her family as quickly as possible so we get to Wakando. But again, what do you guys think? Let me know, because as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.